I'm going to show you something that I've been doing with the data. And the question was, what if you could talk to your data? What if you could prompt it in a prompt chain to get some really interesting output? So I actually think that in this case, it's for Claritas. It's you have to have access to log in. You have to be a customer. So I would put that in the lower risk because the input control is closed. We keep a log who logged in and what conversations they're having, so it's easy to see if to basically monitor the behavior of the system. And because we're creating personas, we don't have to be super precise. So these personas, by the way, emerge from Claritas's data. They have something called Claritas Prism. They also have Connections and Cycle. These are segmentations that have been around for decades, actually. They're based upon the zip codes, postal codes where people live, and the buying behaviors and thousands of survey questions and so on. This is a segment that would be upper crust, the highest socioeconomic group, and shows a little bit about them, their age, income, type of products they buy, where they shop, and so forth. So we gave that to a large language model, and then we asked the persona to give it a name. And in this case, it called itself Elizabeth Wellington and described her life and so forth. And when you click on this button, you can chat and have a conversation with the data. And any answer it gives is based upon over 5,000 data points and interpreting within those data points what would be a reasonable answer. Now, that data, by the way, is not just Claritas using it. We've licensed that data to Monks. They present at the CEO CMO Summit, and at Possible, they actually have the persona, instead of, in my case, creating a representative persona, they have a specific person picked within the segment who lives in a specific location. Like we were talking to one persona that lived in New York in a particular neighborhood. We were asking it what recommendations for where to get tacos. And actually, we were talking to someone who lives in that same neighborhood and says, actually, that is a pretty good recommendation. So you can do some really interesting things with personas and data and having basically being able to take the AI, have it use all of that data. That's something called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. And so it takes the large language model foundation and it takes your proprietary specific data and it can create these personas that you can engage with and you can talk about what type of products they might want to buy and so forth. So another one that we've done with this one, these are the list of the 68 segments where they live in higher concentration. And for this particular product, this one is one that skews towards the sort of lower socioeconomic group. It's a casual online video game that's in the casino style. And we wanted to see if we could give it all this data where you could see how many impressions were delivered, how many conversions, and so forth. And then what that ratio was. Normally the media plan recommendation would be, well, if you're delivering a lot of impressions, but you're not getting a lot of conversion, you should reduce your spending. And that all makes sense. You can do that just on a table of data. But we wanted to see if we fed it to an AI with the persona data and information as background, and with having read the site and know what the product was about, could it give a good explanation for why some segments were skewing higher than lower? And this is the output from what we call Claire. And as you can see here, it says, well, given its appeal and setup, the site may resonate more strongly with top converting segments in rural and possibly traditional value-driven demographics due to its straightforward, easily accessible gaming style, reminiscent of classic casino games, which might be familiar and nostalgic. On the other hand, the lower converting segments, which include urban affluent cosmopolitan individuals, may find the sites offering less engaging due to possibly sophisticated tastes and preferences for more diverse, upscale, advanced gaming experiences. This could explain why segments such as urban elders and movers and shakers convert at lower rates. They might seek more varied and technologically advanced entertainment options. So we can begin to see how AI can begin to be combined with analysis and provide interpretation that can really help this brainstorming cycle work. Like maybe you want to say, well, how would I get someone in the urban elders to engage with this product, or what might be a strategy? This is a way of having the prompting and the AI provide greater answers and insight.